We're live.
We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a mic on.
Put them mics on, baby.
Hold on.
Put them mics on, baby.
I don't think anyone's on yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching this video in the future.
I don't believe there's anyone on right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching this in the future, as you know, this is a different format. We usually do it with all the buttons and whistles because the screenshots, it's usually edited. But now we're live because we wanted to talk to the fans, talk to you because we got the weirdest thing going on right now. So we're definitely wanted to do this live to interact with everybody, take your questions and all that good stuff. Timestamps are going to be below. After this video is posted, about 30 minutes later, there'll be timestamps so you guys can watch all that. Now, let us go.
Let us see. Is there anyone on? Oh, there's like 17 people in here already.
Let's go for it.
You guys are crazy.
Let's do it.
Dude, these guys are crazy. Go on. You post it up. I'll turn it off mine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Button Check Live. Woo. I don't know.
Your shit's what we got. Y'all's Bob, what's up? RDX Gamer, Stephen Devin.
The Beef, what's up?
Turn your phone off.
Oh, my
or lower. How do you feel about the Vega costume discourse? Carlos, what's up, man? The Beef, what's up, fam? Kareem.
Ghostly Wind,
Hola,
what's
brother.
up, bro?
Black Dragon 79. You should change the channel name to
What happened to
Check.
Buck? Oh, we gonna talk about what happened.
Yeah,
to
I
Buck.
need to.
Yeah.
Ghostly Wins, what's up, baby? FGC getting weird? Damn right it is. What happened to Punk? We's about to get into it. All right. So let's get there.
What's up, everyone? What's up, Joma? What's up, Killer? What's up, Eldad?
Eldad,
Not
what
my
up, man?
dad, but Eldad. A dad.
Ladies and gents, also, we have a special guest with us today. Once again, the dirtiest of the lows.
I'm back.
He is back.
I'm here.
I just love talking with this man. So we are blessed. Actually, he's going to be the neighbor. The dude is living in downtown Dallas as well.
Boom.
So I said, you know what? We got an interesting topic. Let's chop it up.
Let's chop it up.
Because this man has no filter.
None.
And I can respect
None.
that.
My selfies look horrible because there's no filter. I can't get a date. I can't get a match. I can't get anyone to swipe right because I don't use filters, son. I just don't. I refuse to. I refuse it.
Yo, let me know how the audio is. Can y'all hear the audio?
Yeah, can everyone hear us?
Are we too loud? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Dirty high, dirty low. Here for the butt checks for
All right,
sure.
I think the beef
With the
said
bars.
I think we're good.
Nope, sound good.
No, we're good. We're good, man.
Right
This
on,
is
y'all.
sloppy. This is sloppy.
We
guys.
love you, man.
But this is live. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. I got my giant mug of cold water.
What are you drinking on? All right, so I'm gonna put this over here. This is
Water
smart idea,
because
right?
I'm a
Smart
sucker.
idea. That's a smart idea.
I think
right?
that's a very smart idea.
All right, so here we go, man. Starting off, as you know, we did a button check a couple of days ago where it was a CPT. I think it was North American West or something
The
like
North
that.
American West number
Right.
1.2 date,
And then
random turning.
nephew ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
So there was some controversy, as you probably know by now if you watch Button Check, between Punk, right? Punk complained lag on the side of Alex Myers. After he lost, which clearly there was lag, but after he lost, he basically threw a rage online. He called Alex Myers a bitch. I think he also called Alex Valle a bitch.
Yep.
Like there was some private things said. He also called Alex Myers basically a cheater, saying Alex Myers knew he had a city connection, so he shouldn't have been playing. Also said that he might have been mashing buttons at certain times to cause more lag.
More lag.
So, you know, Punk was really pissed and he was disappointed. He then almost deleted his Twitter. He suspended his Twitter account so you couldn't even see it. A couple hours later, he came back. He issued an apology and said, basically, unless I'm missing something, let me know in the chat. He came back and basically said, I will apologize to everybody because I didn't act in the best way, but I'm not apologizing to Alex Myers. So he said, I apologize to Valle. That was uncalled for. And I know I didn't act in the best way, but I'm not apologizing to Alex Myers because he said, yes, SF5 has shitty online gameplay.
Yeah.
It has shitty netcode.
Yeah.
But he also said netcode is not always to blame because sometimes you have players with shitty connections and we need to hold them accountable. So that's the last I saw of that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people called Punk a crybaby. Some people said no, he was within his right. Just good old-fashioned shit talk, of course. he was aggravated, but there was a lot of people that said it was unsportsmanlike conduct, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
You didn't really hear much about that until just the other day. I believe this was yesterday, man. So Capcom issued this statement. Hold on, y'all. All right. On August 15, during the North American West 1 qualifier, Alex Meyer defeated Victor Punk Woodley. At the conclusion of the match, Punk engaged in unsportsmanlike conduct against tournament organizer Alex Valle on Discord and player Alex Myers on Twitter. This is a clear violation of the CPT Code of Conduct. Under normal circumstances, such behavior would result in suspension from multiple premieres. However, given the limited number of qualifying events this season, such a ban has excessive consequences. Capcom has therefore ruled that, should he choose to participate, Punk will automatically start in the losers bracket in the North American West 2 qualifier on November 2020. We recognize this has been a frustrating year, but threats and insults amongst our top players cannot be tolerated. We hope that this ruling closes the issue and that all parties can move on from this incident. I think the funniest thing...
I don't like this line right here. We recognize that this is... Oh, well, hold on. Which one? But threats and insults against our top players. Top, why isn't it all players? Why isn't it any player? Why is it top players?
You know what's funny is I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I don't know. Okay, here's the other thing. The part where I laughed was it says, we hope this ruling closes the issue. Yeah. This ruling blew the fuck out of the FGC. Like everybody, I'm not even lying, y'all. Everybody in the FGC is like, what the fuck kind of ruling is this? Like, instead, you know, when they said multiple suspensions, it usually would be multiple suspensions for multiple premieres.
Yeah.
But since the given limited number of qualifying events this season, I thought automatically they were going to go, oh, so next year. He's banned next year, right? How many players have we seen so far that got banned not only this year, but next year as well, because they knew wasn't too much happening this year? Well, in this case, instead of that, they say no. If he chooses to participate, he starts in the losers bracket. So that's what everybody's like.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Which Rick's is like, that's like saying, hey, Punk, because you fucked up, you have to play with one arm behind your back.
I mean, literally,
with your hands tied.
You gotta tie your hands. Literally, like, it's a dumb. It's weird. It's just like.
Yeah. So
weird.
Going on that, man. Everybody, once again, is responding to this. Alex Valle makes a statement. Punk makes a statement. Alex Myers makes a statement. Justin Wong. We'll go over some of those right now. Alex Valle starts right here. Says, I can say things with Punk to God said during CPT was disrespectful to me and the organization last weekend. No organizer should be treated this way for hosting events. I know he's young and has some growing up to do, so let's help each other to progress in this scene. Now, with that being said, Rick made a good point because he said something that Gutek said in one of the last videos that we did the interview last week.
Yep.
He said, who's making these decisions?
Who?
So there's somebody behind the scenes. There's some employee of Capcom.
Some guy
is reading this and saying, okay, we're going to issue out this penalty. We don't know if it's a panel or if he's showing people, hey, what do you guys think about that? They're like, yeah, let's go for that.
But they're talking at the water cooler?
We don't know.
Who? Why isn't there a list of like, if you do this, this is the penalty. If you do this, this is the penalty.
Right.
Like, is there like a committee?
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing. We know nothing. Some dude random at Capcom decided to like do this, and it doesn't make any sense, and no one knows who did it. Basically, it's just Capcom.
And here's the other thing: people are, if you don't know, Alex Myers' girlfriend of a long time, Mamadou, right? She's very well known in the FGC. I believe she also kind of has some kind of position with Capcom.
She did. Yeah. I don't think she does anymore.
So a lot of people were saying, oh, Punk cussed out Alex Myers. Mamadou happens to be his girlfriend, and she's in there like that. It was probably her. Well, she actually came out and made a statement as well. Let me see if I can find that statement real quick. So a lot of people were basically pointing fingers like, oh, maybe she had something to do with it because, you know, she's Alex Myers' girlfriend. Here she goes right here. So she says, I see fingers pointing at me already, so I just want to say that I had no part in this decision or statement and specifically asked not to be a part of it. I know the situation. I know what the situation is or how the situation is, but I also want to stay professional and impartial.
Yeah.
And that's what's up, because if you know her, which I do, I've said it
I kind of know her too.
Yes, I've said it on a few episodes that I've met Myers. We've met Myers
multiple times. He's awesome.
He's been on one of the earlier shows. I've met his girlfriend, and this is not literally. We're gonna keep it real on this channel. This is not us swinging off the nuts. This is us saying they've always been cool ass people.
Yeah, they've always been cool and talked to us. Never been like, oh my god, we want to hang out with them. But anytime we have, it's always been cool. And Alex Myers always comes out awesomely. He's always had a great attitude and is like eager to work with us when we get the opportunity to do it. So like, I don't think she would do this. Yeah. I don't think she has the clout to do this.
Yeah, I just
like, we don't know who did this. You know, like I doubt she did it. No way. There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way. I don't believe she did. I believe what you're saying, and that's just me. Of course, you have the right to believe whatever y'all want, but that's just what we know. Alex Vaya goes on to say, lastly, this is a very, very important topic because some of you are thinking it right now. I see many people saying the scene is soft or whatever. If you want to let harassment rock in your house, please go run an event and let us know how that works out for you. Part of being inclusive is of having rules for this shit, and is called accountability. Time to grow up. So this is the major shit right here.
I don't know if I like that statement, man.
Because so many people are like, how? First of all, let's agree. Whether you agree Punk should have been punished or not, we can all agree that the punishment is the weirdest punishment you could think of.
Weird, stupid, and I want to know who made it. I want to know. I want there to be accountability. Be like
it almost seems like a punishment that, like, if you were at your homie's house and you guys were fucking around.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, all right, hey, we're gonna do a real quick, but you got to start losers bracket, like a drinking game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some shit like that. I don't know, but anyway. Now the topic is soft versus being disrespectful. Like Vaya said, accountability. So, Rick, now why are you saying you don't like that statement?
I don't like it. I just don't. I don't know, man. This is all just a mess.
It is.
It's just all a mess. You've got people just cussing at each other. People talking who's hard, who's soft. I don't want to think the FGC is soft. I just think there's certain individuals who are soft. I think Twitter FGC is soft. I think the people who are on Twitter blowing it up, I think they're soft. Okay? Because you don't catch me on fucking Twitter going, hey, oh my God, I feel so soft today because this player said this or I lost this.
So soft
you don't catch me. Oh man, I got out of my soft blankets and I just feel so soft and tender and this upset me. No, that's not the case. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think like it's just social media. This is where we're getting our information. I don't think the FGC is soft. But at the same token, this is part of like our culture, kind of.
Somebody said right here, but like Punk apologized to Myers. Myers accepted it, and that was that. Why does Punk need to start in losers bracket? See, we were saying that too because originally we saw Punk apologize to everybody, but we didn't see him apologize to Myers. Yeah. Now, since then, it very well could be like you're saying that he apologized to Myers, because some people were saying if he apologized to everybody and everybody accepted it, why are we still punishing this man? Like, granted, it's still relevant. It just happened last week. But it seems like water under the bridge by now because it wasn't like a death threat.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, threats and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
It was he cussed at somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's what doesn't make any sense. It's like when you take in context what he did. So you're telling me that if this was a live event, like if we were actual tournament, and they got salty with each other, and he was like, fuck you, you're a bitch to Alex Myers. Like, you're telling me he would have got banned? Like, stuff that happens at tournaments all the time when dudes lose? Like, dude, how many of you guys been to tournaments and you lost? You see a dude go, oh, man, fuck that. The dude was a bitch or this. That happens in tournaments. It happens. So you're telling me we could get banned just for cussing? Like, the codes and conduct, terms and conditions, like, it's very vague. It's very vague at the end about the verbiage you can use to get banned. Like, we need to know a little more. What's the reasons we can ban? who's making decisions on banning. That's what I don't like. We don't know who's making decisions. We don't know what will get you banned for how long.
Right.
And so what are we supposed to do?
That's the next topic. Is people are like, this is a clear cry that the FGC, Dr. African said it. A lot of people were like, this is a clear cry for help, that we need a definite code outline, because it seems like we're willy-nilly now, and now we don't know what the hell to do and what not to do. Somebody makes a very important. First of all, somebody said Ernesto needs to compete and save the FGC. Yes, I do. Shut the fuck up. So, somebody also said, well, what about Valle when the infamous scene? Because I even seen somebody tell him this. Actually, I got the tweet right here.
I even thought about it.
When he was in the middle holding the mic, y'all know, with Viscount, LTG. He was in the middle, loving every bit of it, right? Yeah, talk that shit. Everybody was like, what about that? Aren't you the same guy? Now we're this? Well, this is what they say. They go, didn't you hold the mic for Viscount versus LTG, which was the most personal trash talk recorded in an FGC event? He says, yup, documented entertainment skit. Nobody got hurt. Both players agreed to the terms and they played it off. Personal insults were said to each other's face, but majority was based in the game.
I don't know, man. It seemed kind of personal to me.
Because he said...
Viscount and LTG, they're good players, but they're not good actors. That didn't come off like good acting.
Because they truly, at the time, didn't like each other.
Yeah, they really didn't like each other. I know that.
They truly took shots at each other.
Yeah.
And see, when he calls it an entertainment skit, a skit is like what we do here. A skit is a comedy. You write it out, and this and that. Do you all think that was a skit?
I don't think that was a skit.
I don't think that was a skit, or we could just be misinterpreting his words.
It could have been,
I think I'm misinterpreting his words.
I think it was more like, hey, we're going to do this for angry each other. Hey, I'm going to bring it. Do you want to bring it and make it more entertaining? Yeah, sure. And that was it. Yeah. Not like, oh, it wasn't real. I think they both were like, hey, I'm going to bring it if you're going to bring it.
And the other part is, nobody got hurt. Did anybody get hurt here?
No one got hurt here, except for Punk and my feelings. And you know what? My feelings are hurt. Why don't I ban Capcom? Why don't I ban Capcom for their stupid idea?
No, and that's to say that I love me some Alex Valle. So if you happen to be watching
I do love Alex Valle.
I'm not taking shots at you, but what I am saying is, it's a thin line, man. It's a thin line. And then that's a good point. What you just said, you were like, well, I'm hurt. Why don't I just ban Capcom? And this is the perfect thing for that right here.
Oh yeah, this is great. Flo, oh my God, this is great.
Flo posted this saying, hey, Justin Wong, you're a bitch. And then below he says, testing something. And then Justin Wong retweets it and says, I'm hurt. Please ban this guy.
Exactly, man. Like, it's so hard. It's because it happened online, and it happened after his match, and it happened on Twitter.
Right.
Like, you're telling me I can't cuss on Twitter? Like, maybe I was cussing at someone else. Maybe I was cussing as a joke. Like, you're telling me that your terms of agreement say that I can't cuss another player because they have lag? Like, I understand the notion, like, Punk was upset. He probably shouldn't have came off that way. It was child and juvenish. But guess what? Yeah. Everyone makes mistakes. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
If anything, Capcom should have been like, because I don't remember an instance where Capcom has banned a player for cussing out another player. I've seen sexual harassment, which is valid. I've seen, fraud, which is valid. All that stuff's valid, but I've never seen been like, oh man, I got called a bitch at Capcom Cup. And so Capcom decided to ban that player who called me a bitch.
Right. Now, I will say this. They talk about him insulting Valle on Discord.
Maybe.
I didn't see exactly what he's told Alex Valle. So maybe there was... I imagine it was the same thing what he told Myers.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he said. So maybe... Because Valle said he did disrespect me. It was disrespectful. Yeah. So I don't know the extent. If you guys know, let me know. I didn't see that exchange. Did you see that exchange?
No, I didn't see the exchange at all.
Yeah, I just saw the one between him and Myers. Now, Burkish Man posted this saying, the grid called me a bitch, which is why it's banned.
Yeah.
So because the grid is banned.
Yeah. What Capcom should have done, it would have been stupid if Capcom did anything. Anything Capcom done, it would have come off as stupid. But they should have simply said, like, hey, Punk, this is a clear violation of our terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Like, just to let everyone else in the world know, if you do this kind of stuff, it will be a ban. For now, we're giving you a warning, and we're going to use this as a teaching tool to the community that this will not be allowed. Act accordingly if you want to be in our events.
Yeah.
You know? Instead, they do this weird thing that makes them look bad. We got Cap Comedy over here. Like, just clowning around.
Cap Comedy.
Cap Comedy over here.
Yeah, Alex Vire goes on to say this. Another thing I would like to address is trash talking. I come from the most vulgar era when it comes to talking shit. It's still fun when you keep it in the game, but that's where it should stay. When you push it to a personal level, you are potentially bringing harm to the scene. Now, it's a thin line, because if you're playing a game and you're getting heated, and I go to be like, because you see that tournaments all the time, fucking bitch. You see dudes smash shit on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Smash headphones, smash sticks. We've all seen that.
I've seen it.
Yeah, so, and it's like, back in the day though, you really didn't receive a penalty for that, right? Calling each other bitch, calling each other whack, a scrub, all this stuff, and just walk off and be mad.
We've seen dudes cuss at each other and walk out.
Yeah, and,
you know
and
what I
that's
mean? Like,
just
get angry at
and it's
tournaments.
just it gets to that level, right? I think what he's referring to when he says when it goes outside, because all that I guess technically could be considered in the game as long as it's like not personal, kind of. But when you're like physically touching them, spit on them, doing something, maybe talking about
being
your kids or your wife or your personal. That's personal.
Your energy, and you're angry, and you feel threatening. At that point, yes, of course. You know?
I feel like that's personal.
That's definitely personal. I'd be like, yo, man, this dude charged me up.
Yeah.
Capcom would be like, let's ban him. That makes sense, you know. But when you're talking about online, where it's just words, he can be like, man, you guys are bitches, and just been venting. And if you would have heard him say it, it might have been non-threatening. But since it's just on black and white paper, basically, and no context, no emotion, no real thought behind it, you can't hear his tone.
Right.
It just comes off a certain way, I think, also too.
It does. Yeah. And then on that note, some people are talking about, what do you guys think? Top player privilege, because a lot of people are saying
top player.
If it would have happened to any of us, we just would have been banned like everybody else you saw this year. But because it happened to Punk, he starts in the losers bracket. I don't know. Now, some people say, well, at least this is better than nothing in my opinion, but I can see why people think it's not the best option. LPN responds to this saying, honestly, this was probably the worst than not doing anything at all. Just further shows Capcom not knowing how to handle situations fairly or properly. Either do or do not half-ass it.
I know. You know what? I want to fire Capcom. Does Capcom forget that, like, they're my boss? They are working, so I spend my money to buy their product and continue to spend my money to buy, like, their bullshit costumes.
Right.
You know, and so they can stay in business and make a profit, and their executives can eat and have awesome cars, and they can make more games that I would purchase and enjoy, right?
Right.
Like, why are they coming at us like this? Why are they coming at us with this stupid code of conduct? Like, do you guys want to lose money? Do you guys just they think esports is the future, and maybe they're esportsing, and maybe we do need that better. We obviously don't want bad things happening in tournaments, people getting into fights. We want it to be all-encompassing. So I can understand in a live level, yes. Yeah. But online with this and the way they did it, it's just like, why would I want to give you my money? Why would I want to join your tournament and pay cash, like, when they actually go live again? Yeah. You know, like, why would I want to do that if you're going to make weird decisions? We don't know who's making the decisions. Like, why? It just looks bad, and it's just another thing to add on where we can just judge them. I don't want to judge Capcom. I want them to make a good fighting game.
Yeah. Dirty Low said the FGC needs villains, so here you go.
There you go. You're right about that. We're talking. I mean, Punk came in it the right way. We're talking about it.
So, on that note, right, Punk responds. Punk sees this, and he says, well, time to make this losers bracket run count. On that note, everybody that responds to him is either laughing at it or they're like, we're rooting for you. A lot of people are saying, man, like, Capcom is really, who said it? Brian F. Brian F. said Capcom is really going out of their way to Punk look like a martyr.
Yeah, I know.
Because people are responding like, even Luffy's like, go bro, if you win, I'll PayPal you $50. He was like, I'll remember this. People are like, I'll be rooting for you. You can do it. Some people are saying he plays better in the losers bracket. You know how many people I think more people are going to be drawn to this now because they're gonna want to see how good he does, and if he does it,
Yeah.
people, it's almost like a FU to Capcom. Somebody said if he's real, he'll get to grand finals and then forfeit.
But no, yeah, he's going to be motivated to win it.
Yeah.
He's going to be motivated to win it, and he's probably is going to win it, to be quite honest. Whatever event he goes to next, I think he's that motivated. I think, Punk is like one of the best players, period. Like, you cannot deny his skill.
No, you can't.
In the game whatsoever. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, he might win it. He's got a fire in him. They lit a torch under this man, and he wants to destroy the house that Capcom built.
Right.
He wants to win Online Capcom Cup.
I think so, man.
I mean, but to be quite honest, guys, can I be quite honest with you? Does it matter who wins CPT Online at the end of the day? Like, it's the CPT Online, and basically you're only given like 1 to 2 shots to do it. Everyone in the world's only given 1 to 2 shots to do it, right? Instead of multiple tournaments throughout the year, where if you really want it, you can go to, like, you just basically play once and you're in. Yeah. Is that really the cream of the crop what we're doing? It's better than nothing, that's for sure. And it's good that Capcom's doing it to try to keep it going in normalcy, or else be going insane.
Right.
But like, does it really matter who's going to win in the game? Like, is that person going to be treated like that dude's a rep? He's just like Knuckle Dude, Capcom champion.
Here's the thing: do you guys know? Let us know in the chat. You might know. But the winner this year, do they get paid like usual, or is it nothing? Do you guys know? Post in the chat. Yeah. Usually, if you win Capcom Cup, you get what, $250 or something like that?
Yeah, you get like $250,000. Yeah.
It's pretty nice, right? Yeah. But now, since it's online, is the payout even there? Is it lower? I don't think nobody's really talked about that too much.
Trini Gamer
said yes, they get paid.
Yes, they get paid.
Okay, 100%. Solo slime. Yeah, so I can say that. If you still get paid, I can see why people are making a big deal out of this. It's the sloppiest thing ever. It is the sloppiest thing ever. But, I mean, if Capcom's still willing to put that cheese up, I mean, this is all we have. Like Logan said the other day, he was like, we all want to be playing offline.
Oh, yeah.
But this is all we have, like literally. So it's like we're in the fucking jungle right now, just fucking playing Street Fighter, you know what I'm saying, in the weirdest conditions, Justin Wong posted this saying, I woke up just now and read this and thought to myself, I have to be dreaming. I pinched myself and realized I ain't dreaming. My next conclusion is, what timeline is this? And he's talking about the Capcom Fighters decision.
I mean, seriously, I think a lot of the older players are like shocked too, because like we grew up in the scene where you would just kind of see that happen every now and then in a tournament.
Right.
And you would just be like, these guys are just really salty. You know what I mean? Because you've been that salty before. So, but I think we should have a conversation where like, we really shouldn't actually be cussing each other at tournaments. It is a game. It's a game at the end of the day. So let's be real.
Yeah. And I think it's important to know the difference, because people don't know the line. Like, there's some people posting like, oh, we're too soft. Like, I actually got I saw somebody write, I actually got kicked out or banned from a tournament because I told this guy I was gonna fuck him up or something like that. I can't believe we're so soft. And other people was like, motherfucker, that's physical violence.
Yeah, you told me to fuck you up.
That's not soft. Like, when you're talking about physical violence and harming somebody, or I can't wait till I've seen people post that. I've seen people post like, I can't wait to see you. When I see you, I'm gonna test you and I'm gonna show everybody what kind of bitch you are. I'm gonna step up to you. I've seen people say these things, but because they didn't catch much heat, or they're not popular, or they don't have many followers on Twitter, nobody looks at it.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. But it's there all the time. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. Scar posted this saying, was this just a simple trash talk? Did he say anything out of pocket or offensive? I mean, at the end of the day, we're competitors. There's going to be salt and trash talk. Punk's action, or did Punk's action warrant this response?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it comes off like if it was live, like if we're in person, it would seem more like trash talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, it would. So that's why it's like, is this really trash talk or not? I want to believe it is. I want to believe he was trash talking.
Yeah.
And you got to think, Punk is a competitor. Dude, he has not been able to seal the deal when it comes to winning. He's always like, second. He wants it. You know what I mean? When it comes to like Evo, when it comes to it, like he was always, falling short.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's won Capcom.
He's hungry. Right? No, I don't think so either. He's hungry. He's a competitor. He wants to win. What I mean, do we add that into this too, where like, man, he was super salty because that's how much badly he wants to win. That's how good he is. That's how much focus and drive he has in this game. That when he loses his anger, he loses his emotion because it's frustrating because this is all he wants.
Right.
Do we take that into account?
Brendan School posted this, which is funny. He says, Capcom has a show called Fighting Words and then punishes people for fighting words. There's a show called Fighting Words and we punish people for fighting words, which is hilarious, man. But next up, Alex Myers responds. Alex says, I kind of wish I just lost to Punk. Shake my fucking head.
For real, man, because it's a big deal. And Alex is like, man, all I did was play. And let's be real. Alex Myers lives in California. He makes online content. The dude has to stream all the time. The dude plays the game all the time. He's online all the time. You never hear instances about him having bad connections like you do with certain other players.
Yeah, I really haven't.
He's going to have top-tier internet.
Yeah, and everybody responded just saying, shut the fuck up, you did nothing wrong.
He did nothing
Literally,
wrong.
everybody said that. Nobody was like, no, everybody was like, dude, shut up. You just let it go. You just played the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did nothing wrong. I feel bad. I feel bad for him, man, because he's calling this mix and he was like, man, all I wanted, he probably woke up, ate a phone book, cut down a tree because he's a giant. You know?
That's a long-running joke. We actually did that on Bogus Journeys.
That is a long-running joke.
And he saw that, so
I saw him eat a phone book. Okay, Alex Myers is ridiculous. He's a monster. He's huge. You guys don't realize how big he's huge. And I saw him eat a phone book.
He's 12 foot tall.
He's 12 foot tall, man.
He's 12. He's a good 14 feet.
He ate a phone book.
In the winter.
He had some coffee.
He's 14.
He chopped down a tree.
Yeah.
You know, and then he got online, and all he wanted to do was just play Street Fighter, and then that happened. All this happens. It's not fair to him either.
What I do like, though, let me know how you guys feel. I want to have this conversation with you. Panda Global, who is Punk's sponsor, responds as well. They say, we understand that Punk broke the code of conduct of the CPT due to unsportsmanlike behavior and that Capcom needs to punish him according to their rules. However, as Punk showed accountability and growth from his apology, we will not be adding further punishment.
I like that, man. Give it up to PG for standing behind their players.
I really enjoy that because I feel like the online, if you want to call it cancel culture or SJWs, whatever you want to call it, I feel like it's at an all-time high right now. And it seems like there's a wave that goes where if somebody is outraged, everybody has to be outraged. And we've seen a lot of sponsors also be outraged, but it almost comes off as fake outrage.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the players are like, why did you do that to your player? He didn't deserve, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it was something they feel they shouldn't be penalized for or something that was in the past. But I like this right here because it looks like somebody at Panda Global is actually thinking. They're not going off of what everybody's saying on Twitter. They're not going off the current fucking rush or popular vote on Twitter. They're actually researching and they're thinking and they're saying, no, we saw what happened. Yeah. We know you guys have to do your thing. But on our side, he basically did what he should have. Yeah. So
they took it case by case basis. They said, okay, what's the case on this? What happened? Oh, it was cussing. Okay, what did our player do? He cussed. Yeah, that looks bad. Okay, did he apologize? Yeah. I mean, did it seem like he really apologized? Like they stuck behind a player when they could and when there was, a reason to. There was a reason to stick by him, Yeah. This isn't instances where it's not like sexual harassment. It's not like it's assault or anything like that. It was basically two guys cussing at each other, throwing out fighting words, Punk getting angry and salty, and then being like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just angry. It was just a person making a mistake. Everyone's been angry. Everyone has said things out of anger. They do not mean. They've even done studies and prove it. When you're angry, your IQ gets lower.
Right.
You get angry, your IQ gets lower. You make dumb mistakes. I think every human being can understand at least that.
I think the funniest thing that anybody has ever said when they get upset, we've all said it, is I'm gonna beat his ass. That's the funny. You know why? Because when you're mad, you think you can beat everybody's ass, right?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, I'm gonna beat his ass. Who is he? Where is he?
Who's coming to beat
it? If we get, I'm gonna beat his ass. Oh, I'm gonna beat. We say that all the time, and then we'll just lay it out. It's a different story when you're actually doing it. But that's just what you're saying is when we get mad, we do the dumbest.
We do the dumbest
shit.
things.
We say the dumbest shit. I get it. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying you. first of all, if you're a grown-ass man, you should be able to control yourself.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying you're not going to get mad, because look at professional athletes. They fucking cry. You see them crying.
Crying all the time.
You see them hitting the lockers. You see them cussing and all that shit.
You see them cussing out other teams.
Yeah, so you see that. That happens. That's why it gets me when they say unsportsmanlike conduct, because all this happens in sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
We have emotions. This is what our life is, you know what I'm saying? So the shit runs high. So it's a tricky shit. It's tricky. You know what I'm saying?
It is tricky.
But I get what they're saying, because this is another point, and we'll wrap it up on this note. Somebody says right here, Beast Coast says, response to Vi is saying, the difference between being soft and being respectful. There's a difference. I bet my life savings that anyone that gets called a bitch in public would feel a certain way, but I'll continue to sleep. Now, so basically what they're saying is, a lot of people are calling it soft, right? Oh, well, they just called him a bitch and this and that, what we were kind of talking about earlier. But they're saying here, if it was offline, though, and somebody called you a bitch, would it be being soft if you got offended? Or would it be personal? You know what I'm saying? Because I believe it's kind of a good point, because it depends how they say it.
Exactly.
Right?
The context of what is being said.
When you're around, let's be real. We keep it real on this channel. When you're around your boys, whatever, you call each other bitch all day.
Yeah.
Man, bitch, get out of here, bitch. You know, like, hey, give me that bitch. Don't be a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I step up to this fool all the time. I put my chest to his face. I'm like, what is up, bitch? I said, I came in and said, this is my house now. I literally came in and said, this is my house now.
Yes. I love this bitch. This is my bitch right here. This is my bitch. So what I'm trying to say is, I get it, but we all know there's a certain type of way and demeanor when another man looks at you and bitches you up.
It says, what is up?
Yeah,
like,
and you know. So there's a difference. It's not just I don't think it's just the word bitch. There's a way. So I fully believe offline and online are two different worlds of bitchtivities. If that makes two bitch universes, that's
how many times you've been? How many times?
Two different things.
How many times you guys out there and you girls out there have been in an argument with your significant other via text, and it goes all wrong because what you wanted to say in your mind via that text did not get took by your partner's brain, and they're like, what do you mean like that? And your mind like, well, I'm saying it like I mean it. That's not bad. Why did you take it that way? Why? Because it's via text.
Right.
You don't argue via text for a reason. You don't get context.
Yeah. So
that's flat out.
And like I said, I think there's some shades of gray here, but we can all agree that this is a deeper cry, like what Dr. African said right here. Right here. The Doc, what's up, Doc, if you're watching this? More and more we see there's no structure or backbone in the ruling of situations.
Exactly.
How can we expect people to not cross lines that aren't defined enough to be arbitrary? I hope everyone is catching on. This isn't specific to Punk's situation, but it definitely includes it. And that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to wrap this up reading your comments right now, man. Thank you guys for all the love.
Questions and comments. But yeah, that just says it all. At the end of the day, Capcom made a mess, out of something that they didn't really have to make a mess out. They could have done it a lot better. They could have probably not done anything at all, honestly. And it probably would have not even been news. You might have talked about it. You were like, oh, you should have said what Punk said, Alex Myers. And then a week from now, we'd be talking about how Season 5 sucks of Capcom.
Somebody says, thank you, too, for being so adorable together.
I am adorable. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being adorable.
I will take a compliment. I could use a compliment.
Yo, so somebody says,
I am kind of
crying is normal.
I am kind of sweaty.
As you get older, you get grumpier, though. I feel like if we nitpick every bad situation, they could ban almost everyone. What happened? I'm late. Somebody give me the last-minute book report. I'm
only here so I don't get fined.
Respect the hustle. Okay, what? Dirty Low, sweaty.
He sounds sweaty as fuck. You understand, guys? We have these lights.
Love you too, DeMarcus Mills. Love you, man. Somebody wrote something that made me laugh. Always being so adorable. What's your favorite wrestler? Much love, homies.
Who is your favorite wrestler? I want to know that. Who's your favorite wrestler?
You want to know my favorite? Somebody said we should start an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Dude, can you imagine how our OnlyFans would be?
Oh man, be a lot of food play. a lot of food play.
Yo, Zeke Jackson.
Yo, Zeke Jackson.
Thanks for doing what you do for the FGC.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you for the $10 donation,
Thank
bro.
you.
I appreciate the
That's
love.
awesome.
It goes a long way. My favorite wrestler is the Ultimate Warrior of all time. How could you not like the Ultimate Warrior? I grew up in the 80s where I was a baby or kid, whatever. But I love the Ultimate Warrior. That's my dude. The day he died, my heart broke.
But he's not the cream of the crop. He's not the Macho Man. Bro, the Macho Man. Come on, bro. The Macho Man.
Macho Man is dope, but he's not the Ultimate Warrior. Come on, man. You know you love the Ultimate Warrior. It's human nature to get mad. Let's not deny it. Dirty Low, do a Zangief flex.
Zangief flex. We're just like this right here. And then he goes,
Ultimate Warrior, that's what's up.
Ric Flair was the GOAT, though. Honestly, yeah, you're right about it. Who was that? I forgot who did it.
Ric Flair.
CGA3. Ric Flair, honestly, is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're saying favorite wrestler. We're not saying, oh, I think this is the greatest wrestler. But Ric Flair has got to be the GOAT, man.
Yeah, and somebody just said we're on fire right now. We're coming from good viewpoints. Basically, what I did was what we always do is scour the FGC, get all of the viewpoints because I want to get all the angles. I don't like when I see videos and it's just one perspective. One angle, and then that's it. If you agree with me or whatever, I like to get all of it so we can start the discussion.
That's why I like coming to this too, because a lot of times we have different thoughts.
Right. Like that's why I like it, because we disagree a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he has no filter, like I said. I'm kind of the same way, so we could just go at it. Yeah. So it is what it is. All right, before we get out of here, get all up in that grill. My least favorite thing about all of this is the clout pushing and drama queening. Ernesto, hope the Twitter meme gives you a chuckle, man. I feel like the FGC and community in general needs more laughs and positive stuff. What's up, Ghostly Wins? Thank you for that, brother. Who are your mains? He was Geef.
It was. See, the fan. I've been gone for a long time, fans. I've been gone.
But who you play now?
I play Gil now.
Gil.
I play Gil now.
Wait, because last night you went to Zeku, so now you're on Gil.
So at first it was like, okay, Geef's always been my main.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's like, oh, you want to learn different characters for a while. Then I was playing Zeku for a little bit, stuff like that. Gil dropped, and I absolutely fell in love with Gil. I fell in love with his V-triggers. I fell in love with parrying. I love everything.
I feel like you got better matchups now.
Yeah, and I feel like I got better matchups now. And dude, come on. When they added poison to the game, I said, I can't play Geef anymore.
Yeah.
Like every season they keep adding more bad matchups. Like Gil though, Gil has really solid matchups. Like I have a feeling like it feels pretty even against a lot of characters. He's got a lot of tools, got a lot of mix-ups, a lot of damage, and it's just a lot of fun, man. I'm actually love playing Gil.
Of course, my main is Guile, but because I got bored, I actually switched to Abigail, which I can't wait to play against him with my Abby. Because he actually used to play Abigail. And I actually started messing with Chun-Li because I used to play Chun-Li in Ultra as well. And I was like, fuck it, let me try to pick her up in 5.
Trini Gamer plays on Hitbox.
That's what's up,
That's what's up. I play on Hitbox. Hitbox is the best.
So, Kuroki Samurai picked up Zeku. That's what's up because of Rick. What's up, Kuroki?
Oh, you picked up what?
He picked up Zeku because of you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. Really?
Kuroki, you remember Kuroki?
Yeah, I do remember Kuroki.
Bogus Journeys, we have no idea.
Well, yeah.
So let's be real there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're thinking about it because we got to like show 88, episode 88. I wanted to get at least to 100, but do a different kind of production.
It has to be different, man.
It has to be different.
It has to be different because it's cool. It was cool doing that and doing what Excellent Adventures did. But I feel like being stuck in that format of where we just play games, and just be salty, can just kind of get old and stale. And they've done it for so long, and I'm like, dude, we want to film Bogus Journeys, but we want it to be a little different. Maybe it has some gameplay.
Mad Max, love you, brother.
And we're still just trying to figure out what we want the show to be, because we want it to be good. We want it to have some better value to it, not just us being like, what are we going to do today? Yeah. Oh, all we're going to do is sit and play Street Fighter for 2 hours, and I hope you get salty, Rick.
Right. Because then Horny Tuesdays,
Man, so actually, we did 80 episodes of that.
Because what it was Button Check, me doing that, and then Bogus Journeys was us two together. Yeah. So, everything changed. Not that we can't do it again, but ultimately Button Check is here. Button Check is the main channel. ultimately, I want to change that name. I think that the name of this channel right now is like Ernesto Lopez Comedy.
It's Ernesto Lopez
because that's how it started. I was a
Yeah.
stand-up comic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if YouTube will let me change it, but I need to try to anyway.
You want to change it to button check?
Yeah. And then Rick is like a big part of this, especially him back in town.
Oh, yeah.
For doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank you guys.
And skits. That's the
Yeah.
most important part. Being able to write
Yeah.
skits together and
Yeah.
actually do them. Like, it's been a while since
Yeah.
we got like 2 good ones. And one of them
man.
requires a lot of
Yeah,
high
we definitely
production.
want to do like some streaming button checks online. That would
Yeah.
be dope, man. We need to start messing with Twitch, man. But I think that wraps it up. Thank you guys for all the love. I'm trying not to go too long. I see it's about wrapping up on an hour here.
We've been at this for an hour?
Yeah, well, almost, because we started
Jeez.
a little bit at like 8:35.
Yeah.
And now it's 9:18.
Dang, okay.
Buttons checked. That's what's up. Let's see. Have more subs. Y'all do too much for the community. DeMarcus Mills, thank you for the love,
Thank
man.
you
We're
for the
working
love,
on
guys.
that. We just hit 29,000 subscribers
Woo!
like last week, and it's growing and growing. So thank you guys for. We're getting there.
29,000
We're getting there,
subscribers?
making this a reality, baby.
Remember when it was like 100? Remember when it was like 2,000?
Project Zecker, you're late, but we love you.
We love you. You're definitely late, Project Zecker.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember when we started just a couple of years ago. It was like at 2,000, 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I remember
4,000 subscribers.
when I started doing like the skits with you.
Yeah.
Like back when you lived the Icon. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be like, it was like 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're 29,000.
The
dude.
Beeb, love you, man.
His shoulders do not look broad. His shoulders do not look broad.
Shoulders too
Do not compliment this man's physique. He does not put in the work. Okay? I put in the work. I put in the intensity. I put in the speed. I put in the power. Okay? That's what I do every day. This
hater,
man.
bro. You're a hater. Capcom's gonna ban you.
Hey,
unsportsmanlike.
hey, what do you mean unsportsmanlike?
You are banned. Button check. These are button check rules. You can't.
So you tell me you're the guy at Capcom who did
I
it?
write all the rules, baby. I write all the rules. So anyway, Dirty Lowe's present was missed. Yes, it was.
Yes,
indeed,
I actually
man.
missed
Love
it too.
man.
I missed it too, but I'm
That's
glad.
still eating quesadillas. Yes, I eat quesadillas every day.
Yeah, literally.
That's why I got cheese tits. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for the special guest, Dirty Low. We're gonna start.
I'm around.
We gotta
I'll
put
be
this
around.
guy more in the show, man.
I'll be
because
around,
I
brother.
love the energy and the vibes he brings, and he just helps out so much. So thank you guys for all the love. Once again, Dirty Low. About 30 minutes after this is done, we will put timestamps below. Once again, to all those that donated, all those the loves, the subs, the likes, that goes a long way. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you
for helping us make this a reality and grow this channel, man, because it's come a long way.
And there's more to come.
Yes, and I was going to say, before we go, the next chair giveaway is going to be in about 2 weeks. When we do that giveaway, listen to me, y'all. Give me a drum roll, Rick. Give me a drum roll. When we do that giveaway, you ready for it? Not only are we going to give the chair away to somebody, but we're also going to give away.
My fingers are hurting. Come on, bro.
Wait, you can stop now. Okay. $300.
Whoa!
We're going to have 4 winners. We're going to have 1 chair winner, and we're going to have 3. Either if you have a PayPal, I'm just going to give you $100
He's gonna
straight
give
to
you
your PayPal.
$100.
Straight to your PayPal. The winner will get $100. Or if you don't have a PayPal, you get an Amazon gift card.
Boom.
Holler at me, man.
Holla, boys.
4 winners next time. Not just 1 chair, but 1 chair with 3 other winners. 4 winners, baby. Chicken dinners. All right. So thank you guys for all the love, man. Remember, that's going to happen in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So we'll do it. And then we'll announce the winners live. All right. So, yeah, but in about 2 weeks. So anyway, thank you guys for all the love. Dirty Low.
brother.
Once again, thank you, brother. Thank you, guys. SPD, that chair in my house. Yes, that's what's up. Let's go. Ghostly wins. Once again, thank you, guys. 2 weeks seems kind of long. Maybe we'll do it sooner. I'll try my very best.
You're such a softie. You see how he's defended? You see what you guys do to this man? He caves in every time.
So keep talking.
He caves in every time. Getting a little ghetto here, guys. We appreciate the love. And we'll see you here in a few weeks, and you'll definitely check the new button check coming on Sunday, correct? Sunday?
Sir.
Sunday. We'll see you Sunday, brothers. That's what we're doing.